Oh my god! It's a Twin Blades variant. There's a Maelstrom on the backside. Phantom's picking up more kills, finds Andrew as well as a triple. Oh, look at Dahaka. Finds the Abathur top lane 6. Great Ring of Frost connecting on the 4 members. We might have a comeback for the ages. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Will they be able to escape? ETC does fall. What a counter attack by Regen Red, and he's gonna barely get away with his friggin' teleport ability. Holy shit! That was really spicy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to twitch.tv/MurdaRG, and tonight we have my first replay cast of the season, as 2 people are messaging me. Hold on one sec. 1, 2, hold on. Casting right now. Sorry, fam. Casting now. 2 people literally just asked me to play while I'm sitting here getting ready to go. But hey, welcome everyone. Hey, let me turn on the party lights. What's going on here? We need party lights. Heck yeah. Yoshi's in the house. So this was a match I wanted to cast last night. I was not able to. RavenX, welcome to chat. Was not able to get to it. I double booked myself accidentally. I did so many. But this is going to be my 14th cast of round number 1, an insane amount of Heroes of the Storm here on my channel. If you are not already a follower of my YouTube, I'm going to throw out the link right now just so you guys have it. Go hit subscribe over on YouTube. Like, it takes you 1 second. You just sign into your account, you hit the little red button, it's free, and I'm trying to make it up to 100. Help ya brother out. But for now, we're going to go ahead and jump into this first game between Planet Smashers and Spicy Boys, a Division D West matchup that took place yesterday. I don't know who won yet. I didn't check. I'm not going to try to spoil the results over on the results page. But Planet Smashers, good friends of mine. Spicy Boys, I believe, are new to the NGS. I have not been able to see them play as of yet. But we're going to get a look at them here as I'm going to load us into the first lobby. Here, I'll put you on the draft scene for a second. Make it official. There's our draft scene. Planet Smashers, Spicy Boys. I got the sides right, I think. And we're in the game. I'm going to go ahead and minimize that so I don't know how long this is going to be. And ladies and gentlemen, on the left-hand side, it's the Planet Smasher Ziltoid. On the Phoenix, RavenX is going to be playing Diablo. Jaina is going to be played by Snowglare. We have Bandringer on the Stukov. And up in this top lane, we see Faint to Parry on Yrel. Over on the right-hand side, it's the Spicy Boys. Artanis is going to be playing the Tychus today. USO DST on the Nazebo. Alarak will be playing Cassia. Sneezy on Johanna, and rounding it out on Lieutenant Morales is Wolf Rain. Bans in this game were Dahaka, Garrosh, Cho, Asmo, Genji, and Blaze. And again, I'm excited to see these 2 teams face off. I really wanted to see it yesterday, but we're going to get to see it now. Wolf Rain in chat saying that they got target bans pretty bad, so interesting. I'm glad we have representatives from both sides here. Welcome to the chat. I have no delay on today either, so if you are in chat, feel free to interact with me. Have some fun with it. I'm here to have a good time with you guys. Level 1 talents on your screen. We see Cassia not going for charge strikes. Instead, it's Thunderstroke here on Dragonshire. We'll see if that's going to pay off for her. Everything else seems pretty standard to me. This is the Low Blow, which is a new talent that Stukov's probably going to be taking more often since his expanding arm is no longer there at level 1. But again, I think if I'm looking at these comps, I like what both sides have. Neither one really standing too far out, but I think Planet Smashers maybe got the better half of this. They have the meta. They have Diablo, Yrel, Phoenix, Jaina. Outside of Stukov, and you know, without seeing like an Alex Straza banned out or a Malfurion banned out, I'm surprised these teams didn't go to those supports, instead choosing 2 that are a little bit further down the tier list right now, but we'll have some fun here. Let's see what happens. It's going to be the Planet Smashers hopping on this bottom shrine first, and they're going to have control, and they're going to warp over the wall with Ziltoid, start working on this Bruiser camp. Jaina's here throwing some Blizzard. That's Snow Glare, and they should be able to get this with ease. Raven X holding the vision along with those Siege Giants up in the lane there, so it'll be really tough for Sneezy to make his way down. But they might just try to press onto this point, press onto Diablo. He doesn't have full souls as of yet. It's still early in this game, but Bruisers will be heading towards the wall of Spicy Boys, and it's going to be a sieging opportunity here for the Planet Smashers. Backside, we see Morales taking some shots from that Mage Wizard there from the camp, but she's going to be able to heal up Johanna as she pops Iron Skin. Raven X one falling low, gets blinded back to safety. He'll be okay. The counter Siege Giants on the side here of Spicy Boys doing a great job in defense, but they did lose a little bit of their turret there, but it's going to survive. Siege Giants still up on the side of the Spicy Boys. Great silence from Stukov Blizzard, and the charge in from Diablo. First blood of the game going to be handed over to the Planet Smashers. Here's those level 4 talents up on your screen right now. We see, of course, the Conviction. I think this is definitely the way to go on Johanna. Huge fan of Johanna when I get to play tank. Having that extra speed on your Condemn helps you get in on the engage. So, happy to see that talent chosen here. Ziltoid trying to clear up these Siege Giants by himself as Jaina, Diablo, and Stukov are making sure no one's walking onto the shrine. There's Phoenix getting charged in the Fend from Cassia. That's Alarak playing that hero. Two heroes on the side here, Spicy Boys, with actual hero names, so it might get a bit confusing, but we will do our best tonight. And with topside channeled right now, Urel's up there by the Planet Smashers. It's going to have to force the members of Spicy Boys to move on to this bottom shrine. They do get it back. Nazebo's here, low mana, but able to have enough time to get on top of that shrine as we see the Planet Smashers trying to rotate around. They're going to start looking for some more Bruiser camps. This one will be coming out of the top side. They've already gotten 2 camps in this game. This will be their 3rd. So pretty good job on the Merc pressure thus far in this game, as they have just an ever so slight lead. It's practically dead even on XP, as I was told this is going to be a very good set. I have no idea who wins, but if it's this even throughout, we're definitely in for a good one. Looking down at chat, questioning the Stukov. I'm not questioning the Stukov. I'm just saying, like, you have Alex Straza, you had Deckard Cain available, as far as I can tell from the bans I see here. Stukov, just a little further down the tier list, that's all. No shade on Stukov. I think he still has a place. Alarak, that's Cassia jumping in with a Fend, and is going to get slowed up by the Stukov, and not enough damage follow-up there from Ziltoid, so we'll be able to get back to her supporting of Morales as Ravenex playing aggressive on the shrine, making sure no one's walking in. Finds Lieutenant Morales, has her body block. There's a good silence. Fallen Low's Wolf Rain, he's going to survive. Warping out Ziltoid. No kills in that skirmish. Level 7 talents for the Planet Smashers are available right now. Jaina still has not selected one. We'll see what Snow Glare wants to click in, as they're going to start looking for another siege camp. It is open. This will be their 4th camp of the game. Level 7s now for Spicy Boys, as they're looking to take some action back over here on the bottom side. Up top, it's Urel getting bullied around. Artanis and Sneezy doing a great job on her. But bottom side's going to be a little weak because they do not have their tank. This is a 4-man here from the Planet Smashers, and they're getting plenty of supporting from the Bile Kill Switch of Stukov, that they're going to be able to potentially find some sustain here in these fights because they're keeping so much health available. Finally, Johanna coming down to this bottom lane. Finds a Condemn on Diablo, but not enough damage. Follow-up from the members of Spicy Boys. Nazebo pretty low on mana, not finding too many of the regen globes here. So they're going to have to find time to get back over to this well, or else they're going to have to use a hearth. So anyway, USO DST is going to stay in here. He's not going to leave this. He still has no mana. There's nothing he can do. Again, just waiting out his well tap from what it appears. And with Jaina stepping forward, going to find a Cone of Cold there. But Nazebo's able to back up. Going to use that hearth back to base. Everyone else is getting plenty of healing from Morales. They're going to survive. And Stukov, once again, getting full value out of his trade every time he pops it out. Making sure he walks it over to all 4 members of the team. Bio Kill Switch, everyone back up to full health on the side of the Planet Smashers. We Siege Giants still here. They're looking to siege in a little bit. Hearthing back finally as Cassie, and the Zebo still staying here, getting a globe for a little bit of mana. Must be close on that will tap. We'll see how much longer USO DST has until that is available for him. This bottom side is still being held, and surprisingly, no one's bothering to soak that middle lane. Instead, they're just staying here in this bottom lane, and Planet Smashers are not getting an enormous amount of siege because these Giants are trying to whack away at targets that are heroes instead of the turrets, so not too much siege value. Still neither team looking at this middle lane here. This is just XP getting expired wave after wave, but another camp. I believe that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this game for the Planet Smashers. They find a silence onto 2. USO walking back behind the wall. He's going to survive. Now they have a chance to siege on these towers. And with the Bruiser camp here, and very close to level 10 of the Planet Smashers, they could potentially look for a fight if they can find it. Just want to see if they can find a target outside of the range of this fort, and they find Johanna. Sneezy getting pushed back by Diablo, but has he get down to pull him back in as well, as the members of Spicy Boys are not leaving this fight, knowing their opponents are at level 10. They're going to stay here, stay strong in this fight as they find a flip onto that Morales, and a lightning breath going to make it a double kill there for the Planet Smashers. Their third kills of the game, one apiece for Phoenix, Diablo, and Jaina. As now they have opportunity, holding top, holding bottom. Urel moving over to mid. They're looking to find Johanna. Do they have any sort of slow on her here? Yes, they do. A silence as well. Blizzard finishing off the deal on Johanna. Fourth kill of the game for Planet Smashers. And just now getting level 10s. Diablo almost dying there, bottom lane, Raven X. But just now getting level 10s are the Spicy Boys. They have opportunity to get back in this, but they do not have Johanna for another 5 seconds. So Stukov's going to be able to walk onto this bottom point. Nazebo falling low. Not going to be enough damage there from Ziltor. He warps away. Bottom Shrine is being channeled currently by Planet Smashers. But here comes the Odin from Artanis and his Tychus. And they will be able to regain control of this bottom side shrine. Let's take a look at these heroics for both teams. Purification Salvo, Ardent Defender, Lightning Breath, Water Elemental, and Massive Shove. Up against a Bless Shield, the Ball Lightning. That is a Ravenous Spirit. The Odin and the Stim Drone. Another camp being played out here by Planet Smashers. They've shown they're making priority every single time these are available, and it's giving them a 1-level lead to this point along with those 4 kills they found. But they have not gotten a significant amount of siege damage done in any of the lanes. Bottom lane's the only one that's gotten really much done at all, as that tower is the only thing standing on that fort wall. Up top, Urel's done a little bit of damage there, but it still has 2 turrets up for the members. Oh, as I get a host there from Odd Thought. Thank you. Appreciate that. Welcome, NGS. This is a replay cast from last night. I do not know who wins this, so no spoilers in chat, please. But here we go. Stim Drone being popped out on Cassie. She's looking to get damage on Diablo. Maybe not her favorite target that she wants to try to get down, but she's still pressing forward as the Stim Drone is going to expire. Getting charged into towers, taking shots, and silence. Cassia gonna fall to that Lightning Breath. Here comes Purification Salvo. Gonna finish off Lieutenant Morales. Now 6 kills for the Planet Smashers, as now they're pressing forward on top of Nazebo. USO DST rather, getting trapped in his own zombie wall. Does fall there. And that means 7 kills now for the Planet Smashers. Still have not been able to get one Dragon Knight, either team this game. We're 10 minutes and 20 seconds into this game as Johanna's walking into 4 heroes for Planet Smashers, getting slammed into a wall, flipped around, pops the Iron Skin, getting slowed now. The chase is on for Planet Smashers, but no health is going to be taken off that health bar of Johanna. She survives. Urel struggling though up top to gain control of that top shrine, so still no Dragon Knights in this one. Feint to Parry gonna make another attempt here up against Tychus, as he's gonna hearth back. Okay, he's not going to hearth back, going to hold sturdy up there on the top. So we'll keep an eye down here. Urel's just double soaking for the time being, trying to find her team level 16. As they've noticed that neither side has been looking towards that mid lane the entire game. It's all been here in the bottom. As his Bruiser camp has spawned again, we'll see how long it takes the Planet Smashers to look for it. There's a Lightning Breath and the combo with the Purification Salvo. They're going to pick up 2 kills already. Johanna could be next at 500 health. No support. Water Elemental and Chase. Sneezy able to escape. Planet Smashers looking for yet another bruiser camp. They have not stopped at all in this game. No one here in defense from Spicy Boys means it is going to be a free pickup. And they have about 2.5 level lead right now. Very close to having that level 16 talent here, which should start really setting up a lot of these heroes to be that much more devastating. We're watching Urel from this top lane, see if she wants to go on the shrine. Yes, she will, as the members of Planet Smashers are waiting here in this bottom lane, mid lane rather. Bottom lane's being pushed out by this bruiser camp, so a lot of space there and vision provided by it means that now with it under their control, Stukov, or it's going to be Phoenix rather, going to start the channel. There's a shield glare going to interrupt the first time. Is there enough to get here? No. Ziltoid picking up finally after 12 minutes and 10 seconds the first Dragon Knight of the game. They're going to march it up top, it appears, and find some value on the structures that are falling low. Bottom lane still being pushed by a bruiser camp. That's going to get some value on that bottom side. But a defense here. 5 members from the team of Spicy Boys looking to hold back this Dragon Knight. Pushing forward are the Planet Smashers. They have all their ultimates online. We'll see if the Lightning Breath's going to come out, but Phoenix is inside the Dragon Knight, so no Purification Salvo to combo with it this time. They're just going to rotate away. They got a turret and a well, but not nearly the value they were looking for here with this Dragon Knight. They rotate the mid, and they're going to look for a little bit here as they have their level 16 talents. Those are up on your screen. Phoenix still yet to pick as he's inside that Dragon Knight, but they're going to press forward. Still 26 seconds left, but low health, below 10% as this Dragon Knight is trying to whack away onto this fort. Alarak on that Cassia falling low. We'll be able to back up. There's a Lightning Breath. There's a 4-man Purification Salvo, and Cassia falls. Another pickup, the 10th of the game. No deaths yet for the Planet Smashers as they are going to secure this fort, making it their second fort of the game. And, oh, they're looking to invade a bruiser camp now, continuing the Merc pressure all over the map. They're going to paint it blue here with this stolen away bruiser camp, and with Cassia dead, there's not much that Spicy Boys can do. There's the channel. It is completed. Diablo charging in, finding a Tychus, but he's going to live for now. Popping Odin as we see Nazebo fall. The 11th kill of the game without any deaths yet for Planet Smashers. They are dominating this game now here in the mid game. Odin falling pretty low on the timer. Low mana as well as Artanis there playing that Tychus, but he's got the supporting from Lieutenant Morales as the members of Planet Smashers looking to steal away another siege camp. This one, once again, on the side of Spicy Boys. They do get it. Here's Johanna pressing forward as Blessed Shield. See if she wants to pop it. Instead, oh, there it is, but no follow-up. Tychus wasn't there. He's so low on mana, he can't be in this fight. So Planet Smashers are gonna be totally fine for now, as they're gonna continue rotating around, finding more siege camps. There's also a bruiser up on their side. So I've lost count at this point, but I think this is camp number 10 for them, if I had to guess. And this one up here should be probably number 11, which does match their kill count. Urel could be the first one to fall, though. She's getting swarmed by 5 members of the Spicy Boys. Do they have anything to keep here? There's Ardent Defender, though. She's going to be able to walk backwards to the towers. Ravenix now showing up. The rest of Planet Smashers are here. They got that bruiser camp, and they're going to try to stay in this lane with it, finish off this fort that's hanging on a thread. But here comes Johanna, 10 seconds away from that Blessed Shield. Throws out a shield glare as all the members of Planet Smashers are able to back up. Silence connecting on Cassia. Urel jumping over the wall, charging in Diablo. Do they have the Lightning Breath? No, they don't, but they do have a Purification Salvo. The first double kill of the game as they traded off for 1 there for Spicy Boys. And with the Shrine spawning, a huge power play as they have level 16 talents. If they find this Stukov, that would be terrible. Banringer living, barely avoiding the targeted shot there from Tychus and Odin form. Will survive, but this is a Shrine phase. 2 members down on the side of Planet Smashers. They have vision in this bottom lane. Johanna's going to walk up top, grab that. Tychus and Nazebo look like they might make the rotation down here to help Morales, because she's trying to clear up some Siege Giants by herself, as Planet Smashers yet again grabbing another bruiser camp. But Nazebo, he's all by himself on mid side, so if this gets channeled in favor of Spicy Boys, it could be a quick pickup there by Nazebo, and after they push off Diablo, Ziltoid could be in trouble. Tychus is here, trying to get through the shielding of Phoenix. Bandrigger on the backside, playing that Stukov, is going to try to do something, but here's Johanna as well. Now joining Cassia, just came back from the spawn, going to find Stukov potentially. He's all by himself, and Stukov has fallen. A huge pickup yet again. Coming back in this game are the Spicy Boys. They have both of these shrines channeled. Urel's trying to defend mid right now, but if the rotation comes out, that could be grabbed. But keep an eye back here. Still Bruiser Camp and Siege Camp pushing on to keep. Top lane, it's still a Bruiser Camp with a Siege Mage there right now. Here's Johanna looking to pick up the Dragon Knight, though, all by herself. Wolfrain nearby on that Morales, getting split from Johanna, though. Sneezy gonna be able to back up, get back to safety, but team split. They're not gonna be able to get this Dragon Knight, and it's just 26 more seconds until Stukov is alive again. So they gotta make a play soon with Urel up top. I don't know if Johanna has enough to push her off, but here comes Cassie to try to help. Bottom side being channeled by Planet Smashers as well, but let's watch this up top as Urel's here. Still has Ardent Defender if she needs to pop it. There's a Bless Shield, there's a Blind, and yep, Divine Steed, all you need if you're Urel. Back to safety. Does pop that Ardent Defender, though. A 120-second cooldown popped really late there. But look at this. Nazebo getting found. Pops his Ice Block, but swarmed by a sea of blue. And Nazebo's going to fall. A 55-second cooldown. Level 20s are so close right now for Planet Smashers as they're looking for yet another mercenary camp. This one once again on the side of the Spicy Boys. Here's the Lightning Breath. There's the Purification Salvo. They're going to be able to finish off Tychus. Will they get Morales? Yes, they do. Another double kill for Planet Smashers. And they stole away that Siege Camp. They could totally get a keep right now, but instead they're going to rotate around and look for more kills. Would have loved to have seen the pressure with the Siege Camp in this bottom lane finish off that keep. But instead, they're going to find Cassia isolated now from her team. Pressing forward is Urel. There's a great combo from Raven X. Going to finish Cassia off. And another kill means 4 heroes dead right now for the Spicy Boys. Top shrine being picked up by Urel. Mid side going to be channeled. This one by Stukov. Bandrigger going to grab that. As Planet Smashers are going to push forward onto this middle keep wall, it appears. Or... wait, no, they're calling for bot. They want to go bottom. They still have a Siege Giant here. They didn't get that keep down with them. They quite possibly could have, but instead they're going to do it with this Dragon Knight. Johanna's here in defense. Pops Iron Skin early. Does get back to safety. Nazebo also here. Tychus here as well. Has the Odin if they want to make this defense. Morales also showing up to try to give some supporting to her team as the Dragon Knight being pushed back a bit. No minions yet to soak these keep shots. Now finally going to start whacking away with that big X. Diablo in front with Lightning Breath. There's Purification Salvo, got interrupted, so not going to be able to combo with the Lightning Breath that time, but they do find a keep, the first keep of the game, and it will be in favor of the Planet Smashers. Odin here in defense, going to try to make sure no further attack on the core is going to be made. Dragon Knight at 39 seconds, 84% health. It will be safe. See if they want to re-engage with the Raven X. They do. It's on top of Tychus. No flip as of yet, but there is a Purification Salvo interrupted again. Once again, Ziltoid cannot get it off. All the members are surviving with plenty of health. And backing up now, as the Dragon Knight has only 20 seconds left, are the members of Planet Smashers. See if they want to press anything up onto this wall. Should be able to get a little bit done. Maybe one of these turrets. Still no level 20s for the members of Spicy Boys, as they're going to have to make a gutsy defense. There's a Blizzard, and stuck inside is the Cassia. She falls. Finally, the Purification Salvo comes out, but not enough to finish off any of the remaining members. With that pick up 55 more seconds till she respawns, and you guessed it, another camp for Planet Smashers. This one's going to be pushing up that top lane and potentially could be looking to split out and find some damage on this middle keep. They've already gotten bottom down. Catapults are going to be pushing in. There's one stacked up already, and yes, sir, it looks like they're going to stay here and try to find some damage on this keep. A little indecision. They don't quite know where they're going yet. On the flank side, Zurel, seeing if anyone's going to come down here. I'm surprised. There's actually 3 camps available right now, and no one's trying to go back and get them. Oh, there's one spawning right next to them. We'll see if they get that one. Nope, they're going to walk past it. Oh, wait, never mind. Here they go. Another camp for the Planet Smashers. Keeping these waves pushed up this far It's definitely helping a bit for the members of Spicy Boys because they're able to get this XP in a safer range. They don't have to push out very far to get it. But they are losing out a lot of space on the map as we do see the rotations coming out. They're finding all these camps they can grab. Booster camp on bottom side. It's going to be pushing down the bottom lane along with the catapult that's here. But there's a defense currently in this lane with level 20s online from the Spicy Boys. So this is either going to be a fight or it's going to be a free clear on this Bruiser camp. Looks like Planet Smashers want to find the fight. They want to press forward with this. 17-4 on the kill count. 7 for Phoenix. Here are the talents, and keep an eye on Unconquered Spirit right now for Phoenix, because if he gets in trouble, he will be able to survive. Alright, so here comes the fight. This could be the game. Hellgate forward, but ice blocked by Nazeebo. Lightning Breath on top of that Purification Salvo. No one's dead yet, but Blizzard will finish off 2. That's going to be Cassia and Nazeebo down. Not a lot of damage left outside of this Odin, but it's a big red button Odin. Actually, no, it's Sizzling Attacks. It's not even big red button, so the defense not quite as strong, but they're finding a lot of damage. Diablo falling low. Feint to parry on that. Yrel also pretty low. So is Ardent Defender. Actually doesn't have it. Popped it already, so they're going to have to back up. Diablo way too low to stay here, and Tychus trying to make sure no one's going to press in on this core any further. Successful defense thus far here from Spicy Boys. Raven X falling low, has full soul, plenty health. Silence out on top of Morales, and now the damage is here. Double kill once again. Could be 3. There's the Indestructible by Johanna. She'll be safe, but 5-1 on the map, and Planet Smashers with the shielding already down on the core are gonna pick up game number 1 here on Dragon Shire. All right, so we went, let me see if I can do this. Does this work? Yeah, it works. All right, so match summary here. We went 24 minutes here, exactly on the nose. 21 kills to 4 in favor of Planet Smashers. Ziltoid, the captain, picking up 8 kills on his own. No deaths, no one dying more than 1 time on the side of Planet Smashers. Great game for them. The Merc pressure was consistent the entire time and really kept the lanes pushed out and eventually wore down the defenses of Spicy Boys. So great job there by Planet Smashers. Here are the talents if you want to go back and watch the VOD. Again, once again, I will urge you to head over to my YouTube channel where this VOD will be posted. If you're watching it on YouTube, make sure you smash the subscribe button. I'm trying to get up to 100. I need your support, so if you're a fan of mine, do me a big solid. Smash that subscribe button. Help me out. We're going to take a short 5-minute break. I will try to interact a bit with you guys in chat, but we're going to be heading to Infernal Shrines for map number 2, the pick of Spicy Boys. So hang tight, and we'll be back in 5. Alright, welcome back to the stream, guys. Hey, I want to show you guys something really quick if you're still hanging with me here. I got these brand new business cards in today, so if you're going to BlizzCon, look out for me. Get your hands on one of these. They're kind of metallic. It has this really cool finish on it. But it's your boy Murda. Backside, I'll show you that as well. Nice little RG on there. So if you're at BlizzCon, look out for me. I'm going to be handing these out to all you guys. Meet some new friends and stuff. Make sure I get this right. There we go. Got a whole box of them here. So let me know. Are you guys going to BlizzCon? You guys gonna be hanging out there? I will for sure be there. A ton of people from NGS as well. So look for me. I'll likely be wearing a big regen shirt that has my name on the back of it. Rumors of potential NGS jerseys as well. Might get to sport one of those. But what a game for game number 1. Repsychic is here. You want a card? I'll send you a card, baby. What a game in game number 1. Planet Smashers taking the victory on Dragonshire. Next up is going to be Infernal Shrines. So, without too much further ado, we're going to head on in to Infernal Shrines. Banned out in this by Planet Smashers was Dahaka, Kelthu, Zod, and Cho. By Spicy Boys was Azmodan, Diablo, and Phoenix. This was the map selection of Spicy Boys, so we'll see if they have a little gas left in their tank here as I introduce the team on the left-hand side. Once again is the Planet Smashers. Raven X on Garrosh, Ziltoid switching over to Sergeant Hammer. Snowglare on Raynor. Bandringer going to be playing the Deckard Cain, and up here in the top lane, Feint to Parry on Blaze. Over on the right-hand side, it's the Spicy Boys. Artanis going to be playing Alarak. Alarak going to be playing Ragnar. God damn you guys. USO DST on the Muradin. Sneezy on Johanna. Rounding it out on the Stukov is Wolfrain. Like, the Alarak isn't being played by Alarak. I don't get it. I don't. Like, you'd think it's like a main of his, but instead it's going to be Artanis playing the Alarak. So we'll have some fun with that here. Muradin holding down this vent, keeping sights out on Deckard Cain and Raynor. And it's going to be early wave clear here for the members of Spicy Boys. Don't want to disable sound. Bottom side, it is being pushed up by Sergeant Hammer in that siege form. Going to get that wave down. Muradin here in defense. Going to make sure these minions don't push any further onto this fort wall, as it's actually going to bait them back a bit, get them in range, and then they're going to start whacking away. Top side, this matchup, it's Ragnaros up against Blaze, and Blaze should be able to out-sustain Ragnaros, but if Rag can get some good damage on him, we'll see. It's definitely going to be a skill matchup here for the Blaze and the Ragnaros. Mid side, it's still Alarak trying to clear out these waves by himself. Bottom side, we see that it's still the members of Spicy Boys, that's Stukov and Muradin here in defense. Johanna's kind of floating for the time being. And I would imagine Planet Smashers are going to start looking for their camps early, as we saw in game number 1 was a priority for them. Who's going to be the heroes getting on them is the question. But so far, no attempt at any of them. Johanna pressing forward with Iron Skin popped on top of that Sergeant Hammer, but Ziltoid should be able to get a lot of value. Not a lot of heroes in this composition from Spicy Boys that can do ranged damage to her. Pretty much just the Alarak, if he can find a combo on top of her, is the only good solution that Spicy Boys have. So look for Ziltoid to get plenty of value playing that hero, as the first camp is pinged here. It's going to be Snowglare, and is Bandringer going as well? No, just Jim Raynor, it appears, on this Bruiser camp. Sergeant Hammer making the way up, it appears. Alright, so mid lane going to be held for the time being by Deckard Cain. Bottom side being held by Garrosh. Still no looks at these camps. There's a check by Wolfrain, but not enough damage power here to work it down. So they're just making sure no one from Planet Smashers is getting a hold of it. But to their dismay, they're about to find out that this Bruiser camp has been gathered, and it will be pushing out pretty well timed here with the shrine that's activating. Snowglare going to use a Hearth back to base, get that HP bar filled up. And Planet Smashers are going to look to put out another siege camp before they make their way over to the shrine. All right, Rainer. Back in your frame right now is Snowglare. Gonna make her way over to this camp. Start ripping through these Cosmos along with the rest of her team. And Shrine's active, though. So it appears as though Spicy Boys will get first crack at this Arcane Punisher that will be spawning from this Shrine if they want to click it. Blaze showing up. Neither team has hit the... what do you want to call this? The little Shrine pillar, I guess? I don't know what else to call it. No one's hit it yet, so it hasn't been activated. And the attacking now gonna start ripping through the front line of Planet Smashers, but they have this Sergeant Hammer on the backside. There's Indomitable pop by Garrosh. Gonna survive. Also, Ironskin getting out of that scroll of ceiling, but they find us. Stukov, Wolfrain in trouble. Will be able to back up. A great condemn by Johanna means that a lot of damage is on top of Planet Smashers now. They're gonna survive. Great supporting from Decker Kane, throwing out the red fruit punch at everyone, and no one's gonna fall on either side yet. So it's just gonna be an exchange, and Globe's gonna help get the health bars back up for Planet Smashers. They're gonna start walking in. They find Murden. He's gonna get thrown out by Garrosh. But they're still not making their way in, really. It's the Sergeant Hammer trying to get what she can from range. Here comes Rainer, trying to rip through a bit. Garrosh pretty low, has that full armor, throwing Johanna back on top of Murden's double tank composition from Spicy Boys is really keeping them sturdy. A heavy front line, especially when you pair it in with a Ragnaros, means that I mean, it's just a lot of melee. All these heroes with a form of melee on the side of Spicy Boys, it's pretty tough for Garrosh to try to walk into it, as he's just going to get silenced if he walks in. So all 40 skeletal defenders means the first Punisher is going to be in favor of Spicy Boys. A bit of a different story from what we saw in game number 1. So far, so good for Spicy Boys, as this is an Arcane Punisher. Going to leap forward, doesn't get baited over the wall. Blaze on the front side takes a lot of damage there, and not getting full value in defense with the fort shot shooting against his Punisher means his front wall will be able to fall. Turrets are next to go, as the laser beam from that Arcane Punisher is ripping through it, along with the wailing away from that, is it like a mace from Johanna, I guess? I don't know what that's called, but a Morning Star, I think, is what it is. Ripping through that secondary turret. A level, a little bit of experience lead, not a level lead, but having the experience lead right now for the first time in this series are Spicy Boys. They're going to look to get on top of this siege camp, throwing these talents up on your screen. You haven't seen them for a minute. This is going to be a hover siege mode from Sergeant Hammer, so she's going to be able to navigate just a bit more in that siege mode. Of course, picking up siege tactics at level 4 means that she really is going to be able to get out of a lot of attempts to CC her from the Muradin, from the Johanna, potentially even from Ragnaros if he wants to go into his Sulfurous Smash later on. So we'll see what happens there. It's going to depend a lot on the Stukov. If he can land a silence, lock in the Sergeant Hammer before she's able to use that talent, will really be the only way to make sure she can't move. But Siege 4 means it's going to be a free clear here on these Khazra camps, and a pretty good defense. Sergeant Hammer going to have an easy job all day doing this. So, oh wow, great tosser by Garrosh. Dwarf tossing back out is going to be Muradin. Silence and a root the root from Decker Kane was not able to lock anyone in, but good silence there from Wolfrain, making sure no one was able to find anything else on Muradin. Camps are available, Bruiser Camp and Siege Camp for Planet Smashers, as they might start to look for one of them. Alarak going to be able to back up. That's Arcanus playing that hero. Both teams looking for level 10, neither appearing to want to fight before that happens. But Planet Smashers do want their Siege Camp. Khazras will be pushing out mid lane in just a moment. Bottom side still being soaked up by Muradin. But not a lot of wave clear in this composition, so you can tell throughout most of this game they've been struggling to win in the wave clear department. They did win the Skeletal Defender race though, so a good job when it comes to skirmishes and having that front line available for them. But the sieging here and the wave clear available from Sergeant Hammer is more than enough for most of the rotations from Planet Smashers to get these done. But Again, I mean, a critique is I'm seeing a lot of these camps picked up, but I'm not ever seeing members pushing behind them. So they're giving up free clear every time, as well as giving up the XP in lane, because no one's here soaking mid right now. So a lot just being handed over right back to Spicy Boys and not taking advantage of getting all these mercs out on the map. I'd love to see them put some pressure behind them, especially when they can get some level lead with them. Once again, you see this bruiser camp up top, but this one will be fine because the shrine will be at bottom. No one's in defense, so that's going to push free for a while. So Furious smashes the play from Ragnaros. He does not have Lava Wave to help clear it. There's a big silence from Alarak. Didn't finish his Chaos Reigns, only hitting 2 targets there. But once again, in position, Ragnaros here. Plenty of clear on these Skeletal Defenders. They got an early start, 8-1 already. Now finding damage on Garrett, going in with the Condemn. There's going to be a Scroll of Sealing, locking a few in, as well as that Warlord's Challenge taking a lot of damage as Ragnaros. And that huge blast from Ziltoid on his Sergeant Hammer. It's going to end up being a double kill, but turning it around with Snow Glare falling low on Rainer. Ravenex also low. Jet Propulsion going to make sure no one can finish those heroes off. And now backing up are going to be Spicy Boys. They lost 2 in the fight. They're likely going to lose this shrine as well. Mortar Punisher up next, and with Sergeant Hammer here, there's not much Muradin and Alarak can do, even with Johanna still up to get in here, but they might find Garrosh. Great Storm Bolt, and is this enough? 500 health, get some healing, and surviving is Raven X. Fell so low, but not quite enough for Alarak to finish the job. Let's see, how much sadism does he have right now? 80% sadism for Alarak. Gotta find kills, and thus far in the game have not found any. Here's a jump over the wall. There's a Molten Core from Ragnaros, going to make sure no damage is going on to this fort. But the Punisher is still very healthy. Not a lot of damage being put on it yet. Just for now, it's trying to make sure no one's going to push forward. There is a huge pullback after the Sulfuro smash on Sergeant Hammer, but she's able to back up, surviving his Ziltoid. Now pressing forward, the Punisher is still active. Another huge burst from that BFG. And now the Spicy Boys, they have to back up. Punisher's still here. Johanna, the only one remaining, getting tossed back, has Iron Skin. Sneezy swarming, getting swarmed by the blue squad here, but finally Warlord's Challenge going to help finish off Johanna. The 3rd kill of the game. Level 13 talents are here for Planet Smashers. They're going to steal away a siege camp, and they pick up that fort. A great push that they had during that objective, and a pretty good lead for them right now. Top side, that bruiser camp was there, got through the wall, a bit of one of those turrets. They just found another siege camp as Blaze is going to hearth back to base. More camps coming out from Planet Smashers. They're level 13 talents up on the screen right now. Clutch plays so far. Bandringer, of course, Raven X. I always forget what this talent's called, but the Bloodthirst helping heal him up as well, helping him survive in that fight. He was so low, so close to dying, but ended up making it out. So pretty good job there by him. Surviving, paired up with that Decker Cane supporting, and of course the shielding potions that he gives. This siege camp has been started. One of them is already dead. They're going to finish off the final 2, get some more pressure here in the mid lane. Blaze making sure there's not going to be 3 clear this time, and I fully expect Planet Smashers to push behind this Khazra camp this time. As you see them here in the lane, 4 members. Blaze will stay as well. They find a toss on Johanna. She has Iron Skin. She will back up. Scroll of Sealing going to miss. But Sergeant Hammer will be sieging away onto this fort wall. Khazra's here as well. Another wave showing up. Rainer's Raider is alive as well. So going to be a lot of potential to push in as another 2-man Discord strike. Going to connect there from Alarak. I just don't know how they get on top of Sergeant Hammer. It's really the big question for them. They don't have the range damage to do it, and they're depending so much on a dive-in from Muradin. But it's really tough because you're putting a lot of the pressure on the Alarak to find those pullbacks, to find the Discord's silence, pair it up with the Stukov silences. But I mean, there's just too much on the other side. You have the shielding potions, they're going to keep her alive. She has at level 4, as mentioned, siege tactics to help her up against any CC. So Ziltoid, he's got it made for him here on Sergeant Hammer as they're looking for yet another camp. This one a bruiser camp on the top side. Shrine will be in the mid. So we'll see if they want to hold this for just a little bit or if they're just going to go ahead and pull it out. But nearby are the members of Spicy Boys. They're looking to aggress on top of the Garrosh. He's here, has plenty of armor, getting stunned out. Massive shove pushing him away. There's going to be that huge lunge in by Alarak and gonna get swarmed and destroyed. A pickup number 4 for Planet Smashers finding blood in a lot of these fights. And now Garrosh looking for a stun, finds it. Johanna's here. Does he have a toss? Yes, he does, in a weird spot. This Johanna has iron skin, doesn't get caught in that scroll of sealing either, but now it's all the members, including Alarak, on that Ragnaros, falling very low. Jet Propulsion hitting 3. Another pickup there for the members of Planet Smashers. It's just so unfortunate. Bandringer not able to lock him in again with the scroll of sealing, missing a few times in this game. But they do have position on the shrine, likely going to get their second of the game as Decker Kane throwing out his potions on Raven X. He's going to be nice and healthy. Plenty of mana on most of these heroes outside of Deckard, but both of the globes here that are going to spawn should help him get back up to full. No defense coming out from Spicy Boys. They're too far away. Just spawning is Ragnaros. He's going to try to run back in. He does have Molten Core. He will be able to defend up against this. It will be pushing middle lane. But we'll see if another front wall will go down. It's already very close to falling. There it does fall. Turret's the only thing that's still left here. They're going to try to get rid of that with their Sergeant Hammer before this jump takes place. And there's the jump. It's going to land on Ragnaros. A toss as well. Rooted in and destroyed. No Molten Core available now. You hate to see it as Ragnaros falling there. Means this Punisher will get the fort down. Will be able to push forward onto this keep wall. And a huge power play available right now for Planet Smashers. Great leap onto 2 by the Punisher. But backing up for Spicy Boys, they're going to be able to get out of this. Scroll ceiling locking and Murden, but this front wall under pressure as once again, it's not baited over the wall. The slows, I mean the roots there from the Frozen Punisher going to help finish off Murden. He's down. Jet Propulsion forward from Fate to Parry. Not going to find anything that time, but this keep under pressure. Sergeant Hammer's here with the rest of her team, including the Punisher. And this could be first keep of the game. 15 minutes and 20 seconds in, it will fall. Here's Molten Core. He hops in. But I think the keep was destroyed just in time. Vine and Sulfura smash on top of Sergeant Hammer. She's going to back up. Scroll is locking in 2. And the retreat is here. But how close was that from Ragnaros taking over with that Molten Core? Just was barely missing it there. So first keep is taken. As you see the pings coming out from Spicy Boys, they want to get the XP. They want their level 16s. And they will get them. Those talents are still on your screen here. But with that keep down, just like you saw in game number 1, it's going to change the dynamic of how much defense the members of Spicy Boys are going to be able to put out in these lanes. And with more camps available and what we've seen from Planet Smashers throughout both these games, they're going to get right on this bottom siege camp. It's going to push the bot lane. And they're going to be able to show up there and potentially work down another keep wall. We'll see if that's the play they want to make, or if they're just going to rotate and get another siege camp. So it will be another siege camp. 7-0 in kills. Rainer with 3 right now. Sergeant Hammer with 2. Garrosh and Decker Kane with 1. Up top, it's Blaze in defense up against this Bruiser camp, getting pulled in. Silence. Ragnaros here as well. Feint to Parry has to pop the bunker. Hops in and out of it for now. Jet Propulsion getting blocked off by Ragnaros. Back in the bunker. Feint to Parry. Now Pyromania is going to be popped. Is he going to fall? Yes, he will. The first kill of the game for the members of Spicy Boys. There's the BFG going to do a little bit of damage. Taunting is Garrosh on top of Johanna. She's low and falls. Sulfura Smash, though, in a locking Decker Kane, but he's gonna be able to walk away. Drinks some potions for himself. Ragnaros falling low. Stukov is healed. Does he have bio kill switch? I don't think he's going to, because Ragnaros down yet again. 9 kills now for Planet Smashers. They have pressure in mid. They also have pressure down the bottom. This is going to do some damage onto this keep wall. Someone's going to have to respond. So up top, it's going to be a push here from Planet Smashers. They're going to look to soften up this lane. The next shrine's going to be up here. It will be spawning very shortly. A mortar shrine yet again. And with Sergeant Hammer here, this fort will be destroyed as there's no defense from Spicy Boys. Great pickup there by Planet Smashers, as this will put them very close to level 20. Just a wave or two away from getting it. We'll see if Sergeant Hammer wants to go into the global BFG, which no longer does structural damage. Or perhaps we'll look for a talent that I couldn't even tell you what it is because I never play Sergeant Hammer. But this camp will put them very close, if not give them level 20 right here. We'll keep an eye on that XP bar, see if it gives it to them. And it did not, but they will be able to trickle in just a moment. And there it is, level 20 talents. See what these heroes are picking. Upgrade to Bunker. We got Titanic Might. Never-ending potions from Decker King, which you can get plenty of value here on Infernal Shrines. It's going to be Ultra Capacitors, hitting enemies with basic attacks while in siege mode. Grants attack speed. Alright, so that's going to be pretty sick for Sergeant Hammer, who has that hover mode and will be able to hit a lot of these heroes. Scroll the ceiling, locking in 2, but not going to be pressing forward here. The garage, see if Raven X wants to find anyone, or if this counterattack will come. Massive shove missing from Stukov. Here's a silence. Garrosh going to be stuck in it. Raven X falling low, gets in the bunker. Artanis on the Alarak will be first to fall. Warlord's challenge, making it a double on Ragnaros. Looking for more here are the members of Planet Smashers. That Lord NATO pulling back Johanna. They find her. Stukov could be next to go as Blaze is charging forward. Has massive shove. See if Wolfrane's going to pop it here on Blaze, or Stukov could fall. There's the massive shove finally. Look how far he goes, all the way back to the wall. Massive arm there from Stukov indeed. Mid-side, we do see catapults have arrived. Meridian going to try to clear those up as the members of Planet Smashers are getting their third Punisher in a row. And after the first Punisher was taken by the members of Spicy Boys, it's really been all Planet Smashers from there on out. 12-1 in kills. They did lose their Blaze up in the top lane, but a price to pay when you can get this structural advantage. And we'll see if they can win off the back of this Mortar Punisher. Top lane already been softened a little bit by a Bruiser Camp earlier in the game. There's another one available right next to them. See if they want to go for it. They're just going to push with this Bruiser Camp. Excuse me, Punisher. They are just going to stay here. Sergeant Hammer in that siege mode, still in a stealth mode as well, and there she goes, popping out, ripping through this wall, leaping over is the Punisher. Ragnaros is here, see if he gets some Molten Core. Alarak, their only really good form of defense. Will it come out? And it appears he's waiting to get in. There he goes, Molten Core coming out. Here comes the big swing stun, and he gets it. Does he have the Sulfurous Smash to pair with it? No. Meridian's falling low. Had to pop the Avatar and will survive, even with that Rainer's Raider chasing him down. But Mortar Punisher is still here, knocking Ragnaros out of the Molten Core, and they're going to find kills. It's a double, making a triple. Alarak could be next to fall, and see you later, Ragnaros. You're down. A quad kill for Planet Smashers as they're pushing forward. GG's in chat. There's catapults here from the mid lane as well. Nothing that Spicy Boys will be able to do now. Picking up the 2-0 are the Planet Smashers. Alright, so let me throw up this match summary. Once again, brought to you by Nexus Gaming Series, and Planet Smashers taking the 2-0 over Spicy Boys. Let me head over to nexusgamingseries.com, get you guys an updated standings. I know some of you guys might know from chat, but we do have people potentially watching on YouTube later on. I want to make sure everyone knows where these teams are at. Planet Smashers moving forward with a 5-1 record, good enough for third place right now. Lightly salted ahead of them with one less match played. I don't know when that's going to be for them. Could be tonight or over the weekend. But third place right now for Planet Smashers. Mildly interesting, also having a chance if they can 2-0 or Banzo Brothers to catch up in the standings. So pretty heavy up top, but it's off-brand Serial right now, 6-0. They are your first place team in Division D West. Taking a look at Spicy Boys, this drops them to 3-3 in the standings. One domination they took earlier, But overall, very excited for both these squads. You saw some pretty tremendous play come out from Planet Smashers here in this one. And Spicy Boys really struggled for a lot of it, trying to catch up with the Merc pressure. The wave clear there in game number 2 definitely didn't favor them one bit. So once Sergeant Hammer got her hover siege mode, was able to move around in those shrines, the objectives were all in favor of Planet Smashers. A great job by them. I know I have a few of you guys in chat, so if you're from Planet Smashers, you want to head over to the NGS chat. I'm going to hop in a lobby. I'm available for an interview if you guys want to hop in. Lobby number 1. See if you guys are still with me here. Oh, Raven X is still there. See if he hears my call to come in for an interview. Do-do-do, ba-doom, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. All right, maybe we won't get an interview. Oh well. Anyway, I'm Murda. In case you guys don't know me. Oh, there's Ziltoid. All right, we do get an interview. Yay! What's up, man?
Oh, not much. How about yourself?
Not much either. So replay cast again. Apologies for not being able to do this last night. But tell me a bit about your squad, how you're looking this season. Just tell Twitch chat a bit about the Planet Smashers.
Finalized our roster like week 1. As you know, I had a little bit a bit of a turnover in that and in a couple areas there. So yeah, we've just kind of been doing regular scrims and all that kind of stuff to improve our play. And it seems to have been, we had a shaky game, our first match versus Rainbow Spectrum, where we lost the first map, but since then we've been able to lock it down and kind of start showing what we're capable of. Still got ways to go, we still have things to improve, but
yeah, Rainbow Spectrum, I had an opportunity to cast them as season 1, so it looked pretty strong. But yeah, glad to hear you guys turned around. Took the split against them, I'm assuming, and 2-0s ever since. So definitely momentum in your favor right now.
And we're hoping to keep it that way. Again, we're not taking any team lightly that we go up against. There's definitely been some good showers so far, like Off-Brand Serial, as you mentioned, and Lightly Salted was a team from D East last that had a pretty good run into the playoffs. So like they should be strong this season as well. So both those teams are something we're watching out for, and I guess we'll see what the next round has to hold as far as the next upcoming matches.
So both games we saw a Cho ban. It was just a little scouting, or is
you guys were scouting?
Just scouting.
They've shown favor to play it. They actually played Cho'Gall versus Hello Team on Infernal Shrines and won that match. So you know, if people have tools that they like to play, and we notice, you know, if we feel like it's a significant enough threat to how we want to play our game, we're not afraid to just ban it out.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Anytime going up against a Cho'Gall, it never feels good, right? But taking a look at the rest of this, Kel'Thuzad ban, is this just another scouting thing, or?
It was a scouting thing. So my map ban was Braxis because we saw that also played versus. Oh geez, who did they play? I'm trying to remember. I can't. Anyways, they played a map and they won pretty good with a Ragnaros and Kel'Thuzad composition. So we saw certain tools they were using to set up the wombos that they like to do, because it was a team that, as far as we've been able to tell, relies quite a bit on wombos to secure team fight victories. So we just tried to remove as many tools as we could from the arsenal so that we'd have an easier time. Of course, it's afterwards that we remind ourselves, or that Snowglare reminded us that their Kel'Thuzad player didn't even play this match, so it was probably a bit of a wasted ban overall. But you never really know, and the last thing you want is to get into a situation where you're not feeling comfortable. So.
Shout out Herman Planet Smasher. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for stopping in. Assuming you're from Planet Smasher, so congrats on the 2-0 victory here that I just casted. Game number 1, you guys brought us to Dragonshire, and really in both games it was a theme, but so many merc camps. Is this just pure strategy, or what's the thought pattern on getting so many merc camps out?
Well, especially early into theirs, we didn't feel like we were ever going to be able to secure a strong or a Dragonite. So we figured that our power spike kind of came in around level 10 with the Phoenix and Diablo Wombo.
Mm-hmm.
So we just played patient and put pressure in the lanes to give us as much control and as much control as we could over the shrines in both the top and the bottom. Their lack of a solid solo laner kind of allowed Arel to both get a good amount of shrine captures as well as good split soak at certain times. So the fact that we had a strong solo laner allowed us to be able to play a little bit more loose with the macro and put pressure into lanes. Bot lane, of course, is win condition on Dragonshire, so flooding that lane with as many merc camps as you can is just, I think, a good strategy. And then on top of that, when you have a solo lane in the top, it's always helpful to have a camp up there pushing with you every once in a while. So we figured that the map that our keys to victory in that map was stalling to level 10, getting a macro advantage with our with high priority on merc camps, and push the bot lane to win eventually with Dragonites, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean,
kind of went the game plan.
It definitely worked out. You guys ended up getting a tremendous amount of kills in the game, and then game number 2, another 16 kills to add on top. But we went to Infernal Shrines for game number 2, and it's a Sergeant Hammer that you were playing. Tell me a bit about this comp.
Well, we've played around with Sergeant Hammer a little bit in the past, and we found that with certain tools, it becomes incredibly difficult to kill her. As you saw, first shrine didn't go in our favor because Hammer can't reposition, which means it's very difficult to keep up the sustained damage pressure. But with the rest of the comp, we have Garrosh, we have Blaze, we had Raynor, and Deckard Cain. Trying to dive the backline in that situation is incredibly difficult.
Yeah.
There's so many peel tools available, and you're taking a ton of damage in the process. So, the only way they were going to get a kill on the Hammer was a really well-coordinated attack with basically Stukov, Muradin, and Alarak had to all-in me at the same time. Maybe even with the Sulfurish Smash on top of that to finish it off. And I felt like Ravenex and Feint, both, and even our support players and everybody else was supporting me well enough that they were never really able to actually put all those tools together.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised not seeing really any range taken from them. They went with 5 melee heroes in this one. I mean, outside of Alarak, as you can kind of maybe call him a pseudo range, but he's still a melee hero. And up against a Sergeant Hammer, like it was actually impossible for them to kill you. So definitely good drafting on your side.
Something we've been working on, but definitely like every team, I think it's something you have to constantly evolve and you have to constantly keep working on. I still think drafting can go better for us, but I do feel that in both maps we came properly prepared and we got the comps we wanted to run and we executed.
Yep. Well, I'll let you get back to your family, but before I go, I'll give you opportunity. If you have any shout outs to give, the floor is yours, my man.
Well, I appreciate you doing this again today, as you weren't able to do so yesterday because you ditched us for a debate match. That's right. I know, I just gotta bug you, but you and the region boys actually give us a lot of scrims too as well. So
awesome.
Gotta shout you out that for all the work. It definitely helps us improve as a team, and hopefully we can keep it going further. Shout out to my team; they played very well that match. Shout out to Spicy Boys. I know we removed a lot of your guys' comfort tools, and that can make it a really difficult match to try to kind of figure out what to do and what you're. But just keep playing together consistently, and you'll eventually pick up more tools in which you can deal with things like that. So keep it up.
Absolutely great advice, man.
And then outside of that, just NGS in general is great place to play, and everybody should do it if they can, if they're not already, and that's about it.
Cool. All right, fam. That is Ziltoid from Planet Smashers. They took the 2-0 victory here over Spicy Boys. I do have a cast coming up later this evening at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. It's Abusement Park versus Run Boys, a Storm Division matchup. So make sure you pop back over here in about 50 minutes or so. Excuse me. Hopefully I'm not losing my voice. But I'm going to have the rest of the weekend off. It's my birthday. You guys hopefully are going to have a good one without me. Some matches going on. I think Eastern Clash is still going on as well, so check that out. So until later on this evening, I'm going to head out. I will try to send you somewhere else in NGS for now, but I will see you guys later.